about to hear lots more from the Iranians we're trying to destroy. That would be the Iranians who threw out the Shah 50 years ago and have since kept an iron fist on roughly half the population. At least that's half the story. What we heard today is that they shot down one of our planes. They say an expensive F-35. We say a less expensive, older F-15E. AP now says that one of the pilots has been rescued and the search continues for the other one. Sounds like a real war. Sounds like it's time for patriots to come together, regardless of their political party. Yes, I know there's a midterm coming up, and yes, I know Democrats are convinced that the only way they'll get back into any political running is to continue to say bad things about Donald Trump and his war. But perhaps it's time to get a civil tongue in our heads. We've got real soldiers and airmen in harm's way, and they need our support. Enough of the thank you for your service lip service. Our troops need us. We've heard now from Iranian President Pezeshkian, which is something. Since the beginning, when the Ayatollah was killed in an Israeli airstrike and his kid Ayatollah Jr. was badly wounded, we've heard nothing. Maybe the Islamic Revolutionary Guard has been too busy running for cover. President Pezeshkian has sent a message to the American people on X that they haven't done anything wrong, that they're a peaceful people just trying to make their way in the world, that every time he said death to America, he meant it in a nicer way, kind of a humorous tone. Likewise, death to Israel. Nice, gentle, non-threatening. We've all heard stories about the ruling class keeping a tight lid on the folks in the non-ruling class. We've heard the internet service has been blocked, and if anybody in the non-ruling class gets a hold of a Starlink or some way to get messages out, they're hunted down. And someday we'll know if those stories are true. Meanwhile, we're dealing with people who don't tell the truth, so we have to wait and see. We have enough evidence of evil doing over the last 47 years, the nuclear weapon desires, the assassinations of Olympic-style wrestlers, women's soccer players who were out of the country but who quickly cleaned up their act and went back. Iran's support of Hamas and Hezbollah and Houthis. Like the president said, this is something that has to be done and has to be finished. Hang on, folks. It will get bumpy.